Welcome back to Steve Rob Reviews. Today I'm going to be working on my Hitachi Leaf Blower. If you have been following the channel along, you know that I bought a brand new one, and my older one I showed how to replace the primer bulb and how to diagnose when you have a bad primer bulb. And guess what? I come out here and I went to use the old one. I'm going to show you what happened here. I'm going to start up the first one and show you how these always start the same way. They're both stone cold, just like everything in Canada is. So let's get to it, and I'll show you the new one first and how it starts. Okay, so I got the choke down. I just give it a couple of primes. And that's it. Starts up nice. Okay, now I'll take you over to the other one here. And this is what all of a sudden I started to have happen. Now you can see here, yeah, that's a brand new primer bulb. And I'll put the choke down. I'll give it some primes. As soon as I take the choke off, it'll die. Now I could pull on this forever and it'll do the same thing. It's like it's starving for fuel. Now sometimes what I can do is I can just feather the throttle a bit and get it some more fuel. But you know what? There's no carburetor adjustments on this carburetor. I think it needs a carb kit. So let's get to that now. And I'll put some shop heat on in here. I'll take you over to the workbench here. And we'll see if this carb kit will resolve this problem. Because, guys, that's all I get out of it. That's it. So start it up, just run for a second and die down. I'm thinking for sure it's not getting enough fuel. So I hope I can fix this. Let's get to it. Let's find out. Well, here we go right here. I know the lighting's not the best. I'll do my best at it, but you know what? I'm not the best either. So we just take this cover off here. I've never taken this one apart before. And take that cover off. And let's see what we got here. I'll try and zoom you in a bit here so you can see what's going on in case you want to do this to yours. And I'll just bring you up here. Now if you take a look there, you'll take a look at this this little piece here. Well, there's a hole on the back side here, so it's like slotted. And I can just show you in the picture here. There's this retaining nut. So we'll do this one here first. I'll show you how that comes off. So all you do is, if I can get my head in there, is bring it forward, just hold on to it to a bit there, and then get your needle nose. Okay, hold on now, take it easy. Yeah, this is a lot. Okay, so I got it like this. I hope my hands aren't in the way. And put your needle nose pliers on right about here, and then just kind of hold this from returning on you there, so you can slip it out. I hope that came through there okay. And then on this side there's just, if you can take a look here, there's just like a nut. Okay, so here's that throttle nut here. Just unloosen this like here. Just keep winding it out and then take it all the way out. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take this off first so I can get better access to this. And if you take a look in here, all you're going to do is just have, there's a couple of screws in here. I'll just take these out. And I'll just show you here. There's a couple of screws in there. Now, I'm just going to take these two screws out and put them over to the side. Okay, so now we got this off here, right? Okay, so the first thing I've learned over the years is to relieve the pressure from your tank, because when you start taking fuel lines off, they'll more likely leak all over the place. So here we got this one here. I'm just going to pull this one. See if I can get this. Oh, there we go. And there's one on the other side, but what I'm going to take is this. If I can get in here, just undo. I'm just undoing this here, right? just take that throttle cable out. And you can see there's another one right here. I'll just undo this one. Okay, there we go. We've got the carburetor off. And you could see, yeah, there is no adjustments on this or anything, right? So what I'll do next is I'll show you the gasket kit that I got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the description box the exact gasket, because I bought this on Amazon. I don't know if it's a good gasket kit or not, but this is the one that I hope it's right? So let me take this apart and take this out of the bag, and we'll see if this is the right kit, and let's start putting this together. Well, here's the whole kit right here. Now here's some, like the needle valve and all that. I'm not going to replace any of this stuff. It's got a new screen on it and everything. And by the way, this here, that's the gasket that goes in between the carburetor and the intake, or the cylinder, and where the two screws came out. So I'll just put that off to the side. Now what I like to do is like a lot of these, tell you the truth, only go on one way. It's hard to get stuff mixed up, but I like to orientate everything in one direction so it'll go back together the same. Now to look at this kit here, I'm not too sure if it's the right kit or not, but let's just take it apart and see what's going on. Okay, let me just take these screws out. I don't think this is the right one. They're coming out okay. Okay, that loosens them up anyways. So I just like to lay everything out in order in the opposite way it comes apart. And well, she's going to start leaking some fuel here soon, I guess. The only way I'm really going to tell is when I take this apart to see if the parts actually match. And that sucks when they don't match. Okay, so I'll take this one off first where I split it. You guys can take a look here. You can see there's a gasket in between there. And I'll take this one off first. And I'm just going to put it apart the way it was put together. So here we got this one. Boy, it's kind of hung up on these little pieces here. Okay, so that's how it is right there. Now, when I'm looking at this, I don't see this gasket in this set. Do you guys notice that? I could see maybe this one. This one is logical. And I don't know if there's anything wrong with this. It's pretty hard to tell by looking at it, right? And I would say if I just take this and put it here, that'll do that one. Yeah, the parts don't look identical the same, but we'll see. Now, if I take a look at this gasket here, this one here, is this the exact same? Well, it seems to look like it, doesn't it? I'll just peel this one off, and I'll keep that one there. Yeah, that one there seems to go there. And I'll take this one off. And does this one seem to go here? Well, I would say so. Right? So let me just put this one back where it was in the beginning. And I believe it's right on these two pins. You see how sometimes you can't get them mixed up? I'm telling you right now that these gaskets don't feel the same as the original ones. They're very thin, but I don't know whether that is the other one's hardening out or what the case is. But that seems, look now, see all the parts in here? All the parts in here? Well, that's these parts right here. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to replace them for now. because I don't believe, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at this here and I'm pressing, I gotta get a little screwdriver here, and you guys take a look here with me. When I'm pressing, see, that goes up, everything is functioning there, so I really can't see me taking that all apart. Okay. Goes this way. Okay, so that goes like that. Doesn't seem to be fitting there too good. I don't know. I'm not liking that. I'm missing something here, guys. But that... See how this pellet, the silver, I mean the brass pellet, fits in this hole? Seems like there's something just not right. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll just go with it and I'll see what happens. But the only thing left is this one here, and that was in this position, so that was like this. Let me just take this one off. So this was like this, and this is like this. Put the screws on here. And we put the 4 screws in. And see if this tightens up, because for me, for some reason, it doesn't look like it's tightening up right. Let's just... Okay, so I'm going to get my screwdriver here and just tighten these up hand tight properly. So, because I don't want to use the drill to be really driving them in there like a maniac. Well, I mean, I'm going to take a look at this after I tighten it up and see if it makes sense to me, because there's, to me it seems like not too good of a fit. What do you guys think? I don't remember the fit here. Like, there's a little bit of a gap there, and I maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I would generally say that the material is a lot thinner than the material I took off. Maybe it's all hardened up over time. I'm not too sure. I mean, this gasket set was $8, so I'm going to put this on the machine, and of course, you got to remember to put your you got to put your gasket on before you put it in. So I won't bore you with that. I'll put it all back together and let's see if this thing runs. Well, it's going to be hard to show. Yeah, can you see right in here, between here and here, there's fuel leaking. I'm going to have to take that apart because that is not fitting right. So let's see what I can come up with next. Okay, so what I did, first thing I did is I checked these screws, and yeah, I could have torqued them down a lot tighter. So I torqued them down like stupid tight. And okay, we'll try it again. Okay, I took it outside, and you know what? It doesn't seem to be leaking no more, and it fired up nice. So I had it running for a bit, and I'll just show you. Okay, now, come on. Let me put some choke maybe. Okay, maybe I gotta prime it now again. Because it's been about 15 minutes. Okay, this baby better start. Are you kidding me? Okay, plan B, plan C. I gotta look into this a little bit more now. Let me get back to you. I'll show you what I found. Well, I had to pull the plug out. Guys, it was pretty nasty. I'm gonna put the plug back in and we're gonna give her another try. There we go! Okay, I don't want to run this in here too long, gas myself out. But yeah, for some reason, after sitting there for about 15 minutes, the plug was all gummed up. So I am going to put a new plug in it. But that gasket set did work. They were a lot thinner. I don't know what the original ones looked like. But man, I had to really crank them down to tighten it up more than I'm used to. But yeah, I'm now all tuckered out from pulling on that string. So thanks for joining me here today. I hope you kind of learned something. It's not hard to take these things apart. I'm not an expert, so if I can do it, any of you people out there watching this video can do this too. Just line all your parts up nice. Take your time taking it apart. And remember to loosen off the gas cap first if it's got any pressure in there, because you start taking them fuel lines off, yeah, it'll spurt out at you. So thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, well, you're welcome to subscribe. Come back again. Cheers.